Well, hello, everybody. My name is Sarah, and this is Keto, Pearls of Wisdom and Food. And here we are today doing another video. I got a very thought provoking posting from Marcella, and she has been here for years with me. And I'm so grateful that she is. But it was a very thought provoking video about, she's grateful for the keto and the carnivore because she feels she healed her gut and immune system, especially with the carnivore. And I totally agree. I'm not a doctor or a scientist or anybody at that pay grade. I'm just me doing these videos where we talk about emotions and food addictions and things like that. But when she said that, I started to think, have we gotten a nice layer of immunity from COVID, the regular flu, and also allergies? I know that since I don't know, when I started, well, I began with William Davis's wheat, that diet about I can't think of the title of it, but where he gave the wheat diet or giving up all the wheat and how my allergies changed. And so did my bronchitis. I had bronchitis 6 to 7 times every single fall and winter season, every single, without fail. And I found a doctor where all I had to do was call the office and they sent the prescription. I probably did so much gut damn gult, guilt, gult, yeah, gut damage with all of the antibiotics and the steroids I took. And then I had the inhaler, and then I had the $400 Pulmicort inhaler. I had it all. I no sooner got through with one round of bronchitis, and I'd get another one all fall and winter. I remember one Labor Day weekend, I ended up in the ER. I just couldn't handle it. It was just kind of like how you see COVID people where they couldn't breathe, and the doctors would give me their prescription, and then I did have that doctor that would just call it in. I didn't have to go into the appointment and wait a day or two or any of that kind of stuff. But I was plagued with bronchitis for so long. And I don't think I got the flu. I think I still continued to get flu shots, but and I did get a COVID vaccine. I have Pfizer, but I don't know. I couldn't get it for months and months and months, even when they made it so people that are over 65 could get it in Massachusetts. None came to the Cape. It was very bizarre. This is like 6, 7 months ago. But somehow being out in public and doing Instacart and um, the in-store shopping, wearing a mask and not wearing a mask, I've been safe, or I haven't contracted COVID-19 or the flu or the allergies. And I just wonder if the keto carnivore lifestyle contributes to that at all. Now, I don't have a halo on by any means these days, but there's more sanity and sobriety and abstinence with my food than, before I began the wheat belly, that's what it was, wheat belly from William Davis. And so, it definitely is better than it ever was 7 or 8 years ago. And I'm so grateful for it. And now, basically, my food plan deals with my food sobriety, my food abstinence, and my food sanity. They can all go crazy. And that's why I say I'm able to eat what I am able to eat. And I have one meal a day. And, I'm not suffering um, some of the symptoms that I used to have when I ate more than one meal a day, and the clean intermittent fasting along with the one meal a day. I think that makes as much difference as dietary choices. I'm very, very heavy veg. Um, I don't have a ton of meat like I did when I did carnivore, like we all did when we did carnivore. But I do what I'm supposed to do, and I have a good amount of protein. Um, I don't know. I don't do the deprivation. I don't do I don't do things in between my OMAD anymore. There's no flavored coffees or flavored waters or gum or Tic Tacs or things like that. It is very clean black coffee and plain mineral water or the water that I put through the filter on my countertop. And and that is that. But this is more about, the things that happen because a lot of the scientists, of course, you're going to find scientists that say everything, but they say that morbid obesity and underlying conditions play a big role. But a lot of my underlying conditions went away when I gave up the wheat and the sugar, and I was uber, uber, uber strict with those things for quite a few years. And now that's not necessarily the case. But I still feel that, what I did in those years with no wheat and no sugar played a huge role. And I'll never forget, I was going to a pulmonologist for years trying to battle this chronic bronchitis. And he did scans and MRIs, all the things that you do with my chest. And there were some little marks on my lungs, and they never moved after 3 years. So that means that they just, are there, but they aren't growing or changing anything. And so I graduated out of having to go to the pulmonologist for continued follow up. That's redundant, isn't it? Anyway, um, and so I remember saying to him that I gave up wheat and sugar, and I thought that that made a difference. And I'll never forget, he just kind of tilted his head and he said, no, I'd never heard anything about giving up wheat and sugar and having that clear up allergies and things and bronchitis. He did, no. And it's like, that's when I realized that being keto was definitely different in the world of medical help and follow up and follow through and research, and we learned we are all n equals one, an experiment of one. And that's how we've learned and grown and shared with each other, how these things work. And yes, maybe it is just, n equals one, and there's no scientific proof, whatever that means anymore. But I just wonder with COVID and the flu and things like bronchitis, chronic things that people have suffered, do you believe or feel that your carnivore and keto food plans have contributed to your health and maybe your immunity as well? Just a little question I'm throwing out there. I just finished my perfetto, my Lavazza Perfetto, and I am getting ready for my day. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto, and I'm so glad you're here. We do this a couple of times a week and just keep close to the community, and I couldn't do it without you guys. I tried. So thank you for being here, and I will see you here the next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.